Okay, welcome back, everybody. I have talked about this for about a week. I've been thinking about it for a bit, and I've done single player games before. One second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take care of the cat. I've done single player worlds before, but I've never done one that I was like, all right, my intention is to keep this basically forever. Normally, what we do is we'll do seasons. Like Fleece World was broken down into seasons and stuff, and like the last one, that's the one where I was digging a hole to bedrock in there, and I had the abandoned village full of villagers and everything. And that one's just kind of went the way of the dodo. Got a little corrupted on the update. Something I deleted it. It's pretty much gone now. What I'm hoping to do is we're going to try to make a forever world, and hopefully it'll survive any updates and all that good stuff. So that's what we're doing right now. We're going to have commands on, that way I can show you guys stuff. I can have night vision when we need it for you guys on the videos. Just different little things. If I have to fix stuff, you know, whatever. Now for the seed, I'm actually making my own numbers here. It's my name, Damian Fleece, and each letter is broken down into its corresponding number in the alphabet. So the seed's going to be 4 1 1 3 9 1 1 4 6 1 2 5 5 3 5. That is Damian Fleece spelled out in numbers. And then yeah, bonus chest off. Nobody starts with bonus chests. Let's go. I have no idea what we're in for. Well, that's sand I'm standing on, and that's a jungle right in front of me. And that's a lot of water. Okay, lovely. We're probably going to be in a bind. Badlands over there. Sand Island over there. Yeah, this is not the greatest. That's a village. It is looking up, I guess. Let's head over there first off. And we'll try to remember where our spawn is, of course. Which way are we going towards that village? North. So we'll go south to get back to spawn. Because y'all know I like to build stuff in spawn because those chunks are always loaded. So we'll eventually come back to spawn and do some things. But for right now, I just want to make sure we got someplace to sleep. Maybe get some food. And it can at least survive a couple of days, right? And that's a villager standing on top of a tower. That's 2 villagers standing on top of a tower. We may not have any villagers left. I see a horse. Okay. Something off in the distance there, and that may be a tree. That's, if so, that tree is really far off. I don't see any trees on top of there, but we do have a jungle. I mean, we can see the jungle, so we can get plenty of wood. But yeah, let's see what else we got here. There's the horse. Yay. All right, and then food. Okay. Um, let's see. What all do we have here? We do have beds, so yay. I don't like the bundles, but I will definitely take one. Give me the book. Rude. Crafting table. Make more bread. Make more wheat. Make more bread. There we go. All right, so we have food. And have access to more food if we need it. Okay. We'll try to make sure the villagers survive. We will need them eventually. I got a stick, okay. Hey, a full stack of bread, yay. Yeah, you guys should be careful. Give me the bed. Because we're gonna have to go towards the jungle and lay the bed down there. We'll just get away from the village for right now. We've got food. This doesn't look too horrible. Anytime I see the Badlands, I get nervous. But you know, we should be fine. And we have we have definitely done a jungle base before. It turned out okay. That's acacia over there. That'll be okay too. Anyway, let's see. There we go. That's going to give us a good amount of sugar cane. Lots of rabbits around. Okay, so for right now, let's just do this. That's gonna do us for now. Okay, so we got basic tools. Don't worry, we'll finish cutting down everything. Let me get some blocks that I can kill her up and down with. All right. Okay. That's not gonna fall though, because there's one right there. So all right. I was worried about finding sheep, but that village was clutch, man. Hopefully y'all can't hear my cat. She's being loud right now, but I guess she's going through stuff. I don't know. Yeah, she's going through stuff. But yeah, I like I like being around spawn doing farms and stuff because those chunks are always loaded. So we'll probably be around here for quite some time until we're ready to go set up the villagers. Um, and I will have them set up for trades and stuff. I am not the greatest Minecrafter, you know, but I do know how to set up on trades. I don't know if we'll get this whole tree down with the 2 axes that I did make. but we'll see. But yeah, I've done a jungle base, a badlands base, and a desert base. The jungle I like the most out of those three, but a jungle base can get difficult with just the amount of clearing you have to do, the vines, always having to cut down the big trees, you know, clearing them out, getting them out the way, getting the wood from them. You get a lot of wood though, so that's one of the really good things. Oh, I didn't make but one axe. Well, dang. All right, well, let's go down. Um, I've always liked the jungle because to me it's got the greenest grass, like so. I love the color of the grass. Versus out here would be brown. The Badlands is brown. I mean, it's just not very good stuff. Okay. So first, we'll do a double and then a single. A single like right there for our really good stuff. Okay. Now let's make some more sticks. Plenty o sticks. You know what? Make me a spear. I do wanna practice and work on the spear a little bit more. Height seems to like it a lot, so that's a thing. Now let's get the axes. Because probably going to be doing a lot of wood cutting, so. There we go. All right. That's hilarious in a way. I don't think I've ever stepped down from cutting one down and looked at it, but that's kind of, yeah. But yeah, one of our seasons, our single player seasons, I had built a jungle base. I thought it was actually pretty good. All right. Now, I want to tell you the first thing that I want to do is I kind of want a cave base. That's kind of what I want to do is make a cave base. Okay, there we go. Finally got that cut down. And I'm kind of sure there's probably something up there. Yeah. But that's fine for now. That's going to give us plenty of wood to start at the moment. All right. Now we need to get some stone. We definitely need, well, it's going to be cobble, but now where are we going to start with that? Let's clear this out. There is a cave right there. Now, yeah, before I do that, I need torches. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dig down and get some stone. Then I'll make a furnace, we'll get some charcoal, I'll get some torches, and then we'll go to the cave. I'm not gonna take the first cave we find and start the base like that. Um, we'll look around, see what we like, if it looks promising, you know. Do like the jungle though. There was a parrot over there. All right, so let's start right here. Yeah, we'll start right here. It is getting a little bit dark, so I'm not gonna rush this. I'm not gonna rush iron farms and all that good stuff. Villager traders. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of rushing. We'll just have to see. I do know we will need an iron farm. We're probably gonna need a villager breeder. We had quite a few villagers back there, but probably gonna need more than that. Let's see. I missed the charge. Okay, yeah. I missed the charge. More practice. Yeah, need more practice. Yeah, uh-huh. Plus it is a wood spear, so yeah. We might want to stick with this until I get the charge down. See if anything's dropped out. Probably sticks over here, but let me get my sword up. We get some iron. I'm gonna make a shield. Yeah, I'm seeing mostly just the bamboo. Yes, please. Oh, it's still some up there. Okay, well, that's fine. I did get another sapling. That's good. Bamboo doesn't need water, I think. Can we just, yeah. Bamboo, as Kite and I said on our multiplayer server, bamboo is the best wood if you don't need a certain type of wood. If you just need wood, bamboo. Okay, so let's take one more of these off stepwise. And I know I said, you know, we want to get torches and stuff before we start caving, but we're just getting stone here. That's all we're going to be getting. So we're not going that deep. All right. Okay. So now let's get the sand that we did. There we go. We only need 2. Actually, we can start with 1. We'll get more later, but let's start with 1. Now, I think we need logs. I don't think this can be fuel. But I don't think it can. Yeah. Oh, it can be. Okay. Just not for the wood. You'd have to have logs. All right. Yeah, you would have to have other logs to do it. All right. Now I want one of those. Okay, so is there a small tree that we can hit? Yeah, probably something like this. Because this looks like oak. All right. Yeah, there we go. That's going to give us... Hello? Okay, well, there's... yeah, okay. Now, I saved this diorite because I want to go right here, put the diorite down, and put the torch. Because diorite, it makes your torches... It gives off more light. So we want to do that. Okay. All right. Now, 20 torches. Yeah, we're going to be definitely needing a few more. So, parrot talks. Nice. I love the parrots. More so than my cat talking. All right. All right. Let's make the torches up. There we go. Now we have enough to go check that cave out, but I do want to get just grab all the sticks there. All right, so I need to make 1, 2, 3. Yeah, at first we're going to be full of tools. Axes not so much right now. I do want another sword. Right, and now can those be, can you burn those for charcoal? Can you do this? No. Okay. All right, so I'll have to figure out another way to get rid of these. Okay. Where's the sun? Okay, it's gonna be dark in a minute, so we'll sleep. The next day we'll go over there to that cave. Bamboo is starting out pretty decent. We'll be able to make some decent wood from that, no problem. I'm probably gonna do like bamboo flooring and gates and doors and things. I kind of like that idea. Again, I'm a little bit slow because I haven't started a new world in quite a while. I've been doing on the multiplayer stuff for quite some time. Let's go ahead while we're waiting for dark and do some glass. See how nice and bright that makes this out around the bed with the diorite. Excuse me. I don't like diorite. I'm with Grizzly and I'm with Iskall. I'm with Kite. I don't like diorite. However, it has its uses and polished diorite looks pretty darn good. I'm not even going to play around. I don't like this type diorite. But, all right, stars. We have stars. There we go. What all advancements have we made? Sweet Dream Stone Age and getting an upgrade. Okay. Now we need, isn't it, iron pick? I will probably swap the torches to my offhand in a minute when we start. But let's just have a look and just see what it is. Okay, it's not even a cave. It's not even a cave. That's not bad, but it's like I said, it's not a cave, so that is kind of cool that it overhangs like that. We may do something with that later. I don't know. And when you're in sand and sandstone, it can get a bit tricky. This is not a cave. Okay. Um, okay, hang on. Let's put our torches in our offhand. Give me that shovel because there we go. Let's do that one. Something got caught in the sand. Gunpowder. Okay, so we must have caught a creeper when we dropped this because there was a little cave there. So yeah, there was definitely a little cave there. We're just gonna see if it's still a cave there. I should have probably made more than one shovel. And what's going to be hilarious is if we filled the whole thing in when the sand fell. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something back there. Yep. There we go. Oh, yep, there is some down there. Another creeper. Come on, bud. Well, I tried. There's a whole lot of loose sand around here. Don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay. We would have to do a whole lot of... I don't want to mess with the sand at all. Oh. I missed him twice. Dang, man. Well, right, eat. Let's heal up. Yeah. Hmm. Bravas. I gotta get adjusted to just hitting the buttons where they are. I do it all the time in like Fallout and WoW and stuff, but I'm not used to doing it in Minecraft for some reason. So that's gonna be 8. Okay. Um, let's go a little bit further. Okay, let's back up. Bottleneck them. Come on. Come on, skeleton. Come on. Hush, cat. That's a zombie villager. Okay. Okay. Come on. Yep. Or are you hitting me before I'm hitting you with a sword? That's what I want to know. Right, 8. Did I throw another torch? Yeah, I did. Reserve torches. There's still that skeleton archer down there, and another spider even. Okay. I will say this is a pretty big system so far. There he is. That goes up and out in the jungle. Okay. Damn it. That one might can get me. That wasn't the way out. Yeah, that brought us around a little bit. Oh, it's a sheep. Not killing him. Right, we have enough for a fishing rod. That's a pretty big cave. I want to go look over here when it's daylight, whenever this all, whenever we sleep. Because there's a crevice that was somewhere over here, and it's wide open, a big crevice. Want to check that out. I don't think I want to make this cave our base, though. Even though it's at spawn. It is at spawn, so it's not a bad idea. And any farms that we do here would be, they would be loaded all the time. So it's not a bad idea, but I don't know. That one spot that had sand all over my head, I didn't like that. We'd have to, of course, um, we'd have to fix all that. Okay, so let's go look for the crevice that we saw. I think this is maybe one of the openings right here. Yeah, because there's one of my torches down there, I think. But that's not the crevice. I think we were that way. Because we came out over there. It's just water under there. Oh, we got some birch and oak over here. I don't think we're this far though. Yeah, I don't think we're that far. I don't have any torches down there, so yeah, I don't think we were that far out. Lukewarm looks like either sea pickles or sea lanterns over there. That could be a drowned monument. There are some acacia trees that way. The jungle wraps around, but there's some birch and oak here, so that's not bad. I mean, all in all, this is not really a horrible place. We got a village, we got a jungle with plenty of wood. Um, we're not gonna starve to death as long as I can find stuff and get things started and things like that. We won't starve to death. Where'd that crevice go though? That's what I want to find, is that crevice. So we went down, well, could be right over here. Not that. No, no, no. I don't know then. We'll have to find it and come up from that way. Um, yeah. Get off the cactus, dumbass. That's interesting. I can hear it already. Have you forgotten where you started down? No, I haven't. So let's do a light there, a light there, right there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty uncertain about the sand over my head and all that. All right, so we went that right there. We would have to update all that sand. Then this goes down this way, but I don't think that's what we wanted to. Iron, stone. 7 torches left. We won't be able to go too much further, but we can get some more iron. That sounds like an Enderman. So not the worst thing in the world. As long as we don't look at him. That's another spider. All right, so let's start working our way out of here. We're almost out of torches. Yeah, gotta go that way. So all right, that's the last of our torches for the moment. Now let's see if we can. Well, that updated some of the sand. Okay, so it comes out right there. That's where the crevice is. Okay. And until we can actually build an actual farm, this will work just fine. Bamboo can be really weird to right. 14 wood, 14 planks out of just that little bit. So not bad. All right, we ran out a little bit of wood there. That. Yes, acquire hardware. All right, so we're gonna do a sword and a pickaxe, I think. I'm also gonna do a fishing rod. Let's do sword, pickaxe. I don't want to do a shovel yet because we've got a whole bunch of stuff to go through with the shovel. Let's do a shield. Now we need a fishing rod right there. I don't have enough for a bow, but we'll work on the bow later. We'll definitely work on a bow. Let's do a bucket. Go. All right. And I guess we could do a shovel now since we only have one iron left. So we'll do a shovel. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's shield for right now. Yay. All right. Good, 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 good. Um, there's our block. That's the crevice. There we go. Okay. I think I've got it now. I think I'm pretty good. Let's see if we can catch. Oh, I kept the sticks in my inventory. Oh well. See if we can catch some fish. Maybe some other stuff. Fishy business. It's been a while since I got advancements out of this, so we can get a little bit of food anyway. So, and I can always go back to the village and get some more of that straw. Hey, whatever. That'll make some more bread if we need it, but right now we're doing all right. Well, that didn't go as planned. All right. While we're actually here too, fuck it. All right, there we go. And I don't really edit. I don't have an editing program or anything. Never got really good at it. So mostly what we're going to be seeing, I'll select one thing to do or two things to do during an episode after this, and that's what we'll do during that episode. I'll be doing a lot of stuff off camera, but that's normally what I do anyway. Um, might live stream it sometimes, depending. A fish, we can go get a conch, a nautilus pet, and ride around underwater with water breathing. Yay. But sometimes I just like to go exploring. I'll actually start going exploring more whenever I have a compass. That's pretty much when we'll go exploring a lot more. Which is just I think iron and redstone and something, I don't know. Well, I'll have to look up the recipe and see what we need. That's a bone way over there. All right. I see coral to the left over there in the lukewarm water. And I'm not gonna fish much more, y'all. I do have some food now, so cook that up. I just wanted to do just a little bit. Yeah. All right. Let's go start cooking that. We're gonna need more wood to make more charcoal, so we can get more torches. And I think we still need to mine down and do an actual mine. But there's 4 more iron. Let's go ahead and start cooking those. Put an iron in here, and our fishing rod can go there. I want to get some more string. We have a spider eye and some bone. Got a couple of arrows, a little bit of gunpowder. Um, we have plenty of actual just wood. Now, I'm thinking sandstone bamboo as a building palette. Um, maybe throw some jungle logs and stuff in there. If we do decide we're going to settle here over this cave system here, I'll be doing a lot of digging. I'll be digging a lot of it out, building it up like we want it. It's still going to be living in a cave, but it's going to be like Ethos. It's going to be a man cave. And I don't think that I want to fully be underground. I want to have some structures up top too, things like that. Um, and we'll just have to go from there. So, for the stars. But folks, we are over an hour. We got quite a number of advancements, so not bad. Catch a fish, upgrade your pickaxe, get an iron ingot, smelt, kill any hostile, better pickaxe, mine stone, and sleep. So yeah, not bad for the first episode. And we'll have to definitely get a lot more done, but I mean, we're doing pretty good right now. I'll be getting more wood, like pretty much what I'm gonna be doing off camera is getting more wood, probably mining down there as a mine, and then clearing out a lot of stuff here. And the first thing I'm probably gonna do is build a house with multiple decks over the chasm, and then have it, the basement's going to lead down into the cave. Now in the cave we're probably going to be doing a lot of stuff like farms and rooms and for enchanting and alchemy and all that, and turning it into a home in the cave, but we're still going to have the house sitting on top. But our base is pretty much going to be a cave. That's the plan. So yeah, let's saving the world. My life right. Okay, all right. That's some StarCraft stuff. Okay, but that's our first episode. Thank you guys so much. You can make suggestions in the comments, whatever you want, and as long as you're not rude. If you're rude, I'll probably smack you. But hopefully this is going to be a good start, and we will definitely see you guys in the next one. So thank you very much. Have a great day, everybody.